This is fluid. It changes daily, and people really need to be aware of that.
The governor's new directive about social distancing is going to impact Utah's state parks. Yesterday, as part of his Stay Home, Stay Safe directive, Governor Herbert said Utah state parks will remain open, but only for residents in the county where that park is located.
Now, that will change a lot of plans going forward, especially for those with campground reservations this next weekend for the Easter holiday. News specialist Alex Cabrero is at the Great Salt Lake State Park with more.
That's the plan, even though some of the Great Salt Lake State Park touches Tooele County. In fact, there are a few parks in the state of Utah that does touch a couple of counties. For now, park managers are just asking everybody who visits to just use common sense, as in they know where they're not supposed to be, because this whole thing right now is really based on the honor system.
No matter how nice it might be to spend time in their sandy home.
That was before the water.
Krista Aquila couldn't wait to take her kids camping next week.
They can get off their phones and their TVs.
Their plans? Snow Canyon State Park in St. George.
We made them almost a year ago.
A place they loved so much last year, they couldn't wait to go back. That is, until coronavirus changed things for everyone.
The coronavirus has been affecting a lot of people are getting sick, and we don't want to spread it any more than anyone else does, so.
That's why the Aquilas are listening to the governor's directive about only visiting state parks in the county where you live to try and cut down on traveling and maybe keep the virus from spreading so fast.
It comes down to common sense. Comes down to people taking care of themselves, taking this serious.
Lieutenant Eric Stuckey is a law enforcement officer with Utah State Parks and says at this point they're not checking visitors' driver's licenses to make sure they live where they say. They're just hoping people stay honest.
We are asking people to follow the governor's directive and do the goodness that they need to do.
Since the governor's directive was announced late yesterday, while many were in line to get into parks like at Antelope Island State Park, managers are allowing those with reservations this weekend to stay. But come Monday, if you're not from the county the park is in, you have to leave. For parks like Sand Hollow in southern Utah, a popular place this time of year, workers have already been busy canceling plans.
In the last couple of hours, we've been making a lot of phone calls, calling all of the campers that have reserved Easter weekend and stuff and telling them that we will no longer be accepting people from out of the county.
For now, it's the new reality we're in, one everyone is hoping doesn't last long.
Yeah, we'll be back to normal soon, I hope.
Now, for those with reservations next weekend and the weekend after, Utah State Park says that you will get refunds. In fact, they are working with Reserve America to try and make sure that happens. The governor's directive goes at least until April 13th. At Great Salt Lake State Park, Alex Cabrero, KSL 5 News.